We've all heard those horror stories of people having complications after going under the knife. It's important to choose the right doctor. And luckily, Dr. Henstrom from Utah Facial Plastic Services is here to tell us the 6 things to look for when choosing a cosmetic provider. And there are several things on this list, and I think the very first one that you say is credentials. You need to have someone with credentials.
Absolutely. Look for their board certifications. Look to see what kind of testing they've had to undergo to get to where they are, who's credentialed them, and recognizes that they've had the proper training and so forth.
And when you say that, education, experience, what kind of experience and education should the doctor have?
So the education background is their medical school training or whatever it led to them to their specialty, both in their general, so for instance, and for me and Dr. Thompson, it's our general otolaryngology background training, but then our subspecialty training in facial plastic and reconstructive surgery. The experience is how long have they been doing this, how many years, how much have they done of what, and usually you should be able to find most of that information pretty easily.
That's something that I really do like to say. If someone says, gosh, I feel like your Botox looks really good, I say, well, they're facial plastic surgeons that do it. It's not just someone who's like going to massage your feet and then go to a Botox party at someone's house, right? Because that happens.
Yeah, that does happen. We like to say trust your face to a face specialist. It's too much to roll the dice on when it comes to your face. And unfortunately, yeah, we see a lot of examples here of house parties, of things people are getting done in local homes and so forth, and unfortunately we often see the complications from that, and so too much that's happening in our estimation. It's not a safe environment or safe place to do that.
Plus, Dr. Henstrom, I know from experience, is a perfectionist, so I want a perfectionist
that's right.
that's going to be working on my face. Services, you want a variety of services.
Yeah, this is really important. When you're a hammer, everything looks like a nail, and so when you go to a facility and it's, for instance, a spa that offers Botox or fillers, and whatever your problem might be, they may have only one solution. Let's give you more fillers. And so they're going to try to overfill or try to correct the problem with fillers. That might not be the best solution. So going to a facility like ours, others that are credible, gives you an opportunity to have fillers as an option, but maybe there's better surgical options. For instance, we see a lot of people that come in with questions about their nose. They want what they've heard about as liquid rhinoplasty. We do it quite often. We use filler in the nose to correct subtle deformities. That's not the right answer for everybody's nose. And so there's plenty of patients that we see that we've got to tell them, fillers in your nose are not going to help you. They're only going to make this problem worse. We've got to talk about surgery. And so our facility, we can offer those opportunities. Those options are there on the table, and there's a breadth of services that we can offer, that others can offer, that might be the best alternative for them.
And you have the expertise to know exactly what they should be doing,
Absolutely.
Which is really wonderful.
Absolutely.
Reviews and testimonials, how important are these?
Very important. There's a lot of places that you can go for reviews. One of the most common places that people need to know about is called Real Self. And a lot of patients know about it. It's a great patient forum. This is a place where people can put reviews, patients can ask questions, and real physicians will answer their questions. It's a place where they can get good information. There's other, obviously, Google reviews everybody knows about, but Real Self and other websites that are credible like that have done a good job of getting the correct information out there and making a forum for people to get good information that they can trust.
Right, and trust is your last one. I think this is one of the most important things. How do they make you feel when you go in?
Right, you know, you'll know off the bat. Our place may not be the best place for everybody.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
I say that too because your staff is so incredible. I think that's part of the trust and all of the services that you provide with all the people that you have a part of your team.
That's right. It is a team effort. There's no question. Everybody's a part of it. How do they make you feel from the moment you give a phone call to try to get into the office to the moment you're there to the treatments actually that we're showing a few examples here on the picture on the TV. How do they make you feel? Can you trust them? Have the other reviews that have been out there been ones that have, you know, told you about trust? Do you have friends or close people that you trust that can recommend this place? That goes a long way. Your friends and closest colleagues, if they're going to a place and they trust it, they're going to tell you.
Right.
They're going to tell you if it's good or bad or not. So trust those people and check things out, and then always take the opportunity yourself to look into it, to do a background
little
check.
research.
Yeah, do a little bit of your own research. Try to avoid places that are uncredentialed. Try to avoid places that are doing things that are a little bit shady and maybe in weird ways. If you feel uncomfortable, you as a patient have the opportunity, the right to say, okay, I don't feel comfortable
I don't
here.
feel good with this.
I'm going to go somewhere else and try something. And it never hurts to get second opinions.
You have
I
a rewarding
encourage our
job.
patients. Absolutely.
It's
Our
wonderful.
patients come in and they ask for other opinions, and I always tell them, go for it. Go get another opinion.
In fact, this is where you go. That's the phone number right there on your screen, utahfacialplastics.com. Dr. Henstrom, you're wonderful. Thanks for being on the show.
My pleasure as always.
Speaking of the face, still to come at the end of the show, find out if the majority of our female viewers prefer their man with